Hello, I'm Prince Blessed Peter, the CEO of Voice of Africa Entertainment. I'm here today to answer a question that so many young men has been asking me and young girls has been asking me about relationship. Now, success in relationship, you need to understand very well that relationship is not as sweet as marriage. Because while we think that relationship is as sweet as marriage, let me use something to just put it to you directly. You know, when they give you sweet to lick, at that moment you are licking it, it will be very sweet. But you know there are some sweet that after licking them and once you drink water, you forget about the sweetness of that sweet. But there are some things like bitter cola. When you eat, while you are eating bitter cola, sometimes it is bitter. But you see, after eating it and you drink water, you will see how good it feels in you. Sometimes how sweet relationship is does not matter, does not determine how good it will be in marriage. Sometimes you say, if the young man is buying something for you or is doing this for you, it shows that in the time you marry such a young man, that he will continue doing it. It's not really how to prove it. Now, I like to show you some qualities that are very important when it comes to relationship that's going to help you to triumph. I've been in a relationship for years. I dated my wife for 7 years and then I married 2009. And from 2009 to 2023, you should know how many years I am in marriage. So I have gathered some experience and a number of young guys, young women has come around me and they ask questions and I advise them and it has helped them a lot. Now, let me put this in very clear to you. One of the reasons why relationship don't stand is lack of trust. Lack of trust. People don't trust themselves. When you don't trust your husband or the man that you are in love with, you claim that you are in love with, and when your man don't trust you, there are a lot of things that will come up in it. So if you are in a relationship, I want to give you some certain tips that's going to help you. Eh?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, sorry.
Action.
So if you're in a relationship, I want to give you some certainties that is going to help you, some tips that's going to help you to work in your relationship, and then you will see. Number one thing that you should know in a relationship is every relationship that you are going in, you must feel saved. And then you must allow the person that is in your relationship with you to feel safe. When somebody feel unsafe in anything that person is doing, there is no relaxed mind and there is no success in that thing. If somebody does not feel safe in your hand, then there is no how that person will be safe if finally you marry that person. If the person does not feel safe in your hand, there are certain persons that is in a relationship but they are sitting on fire. I was with a young lady one day and he was telling me a story. And after some times, I asked her why all this long story because I would not like to start saying all the story here. It's going to take much of our time. I said, why long story? He told me the story ended that anytime he sees the husband to be, they are still in relationship, but anytime he sees the husband to be, she will feel uncomfortable. BP will start immediately. I say, why? He said, because she will be very, very careful in everything she's doing. If he's not careful in everything she's doing, the young man can slap her, the young man can beat her, the young man can do one thing, scatter bottle on her, and still she still love the young man. I was laughing. That one is not love. That one is infatuation. That one is infatuation because I believe that one of the tips we have found when it comes to love is that love protects, love secured. So there is no how you will be feeling unsafe in the hand of someone and you still claim you love the person. That means the quality of love is not there. So one thing that is very important that I encourage young men and young ladies that are in relationship is make your partner feel safe in your hand. Let that young lady sleep on your shoulder and close her eyes. Make that your man to come back and close two of his eyes without closing his pocket, looking if his phone is locked, or going to his phone to go and check his mobile phone to see if it's locked. Now, you need to understand that in every relationship, second thing that you have to expect is there must be accusation. There is no relationship that is free of accusation. Something must accuse you. Either accuse the man you are in relationship with, or accuse the girl you are in relationship with. So you don't leave your relationship because of accusation. So if you don't handle accusation within your time of relationship, you cannot know how to handle it in your marriage time. So that's why some marriage fell. So you must build up your relationship, build up yourself where you can handle accusation. I told a young man one day, he told me, he said, somebody sent a message in my wife's phone, and I don't know. And one of my friends called me, said there is a guy he noticed that I've been around my wife. He said, go and check your phone, somebody you're in a relationship with, and they send him to go and check her phone. And immediately he picks the lady's phone. He gave the phone innocently, without knowing that it is his friend that is using another number to send strange messages into the wife's phone. So the young man told me something. He said, he called the wife. He said, who owns this number? He said he does not know. He doesn't know who owns the number. So the guy claimed that nothing happened and took the number. Unfortunately to his friend, they were together and was drinking, and suddenly he decided to send that number, and the number rang in his friend's pocket. You do see to that. Now the accusation must come. Somebody must accuse your friend. So don't allow accusation to destroy your relationship. A young lady came to me a few days ago while we sat. He said somebody told her that her friend is a womanizer. That the young man is a womanizer. He has 5 ladies the young man is dating at a particular village, and has another 3 ladies he's also dating. I said, is the young man Solomon who gave him such kind of strength? And I told the young lady, I said, do you know what you have to do? Confront that lady face to face with whosoever she has included in the gossip with your friend. The 2 of you should come together and ask the lady the same question, to repeat the same thing she said again. And finally, when they came together to discuss it, the lady was not able to say the same thing he was telling that lady. You see it? So many people form lies. So you must expect accusation. Don't say, I don't expect this. No. It's a must. You must expect accusation. You must expect it. Somebody must accuse you one thing or the other. You must expect accusation. So false accusation. So you must learn also how to handle it in order for you not to scatter your relationship. Another thing that is very important, because of our time, if you have any question, you can be dropping them, I will answer them. But another thing that is very important because of our time that we need to go in is this. You need to tell your husband or your wife the truth. Someone that you are in relationship with should know who you are. Who were you before he met you? Who were you before she met you? Don't just say, don't hide it. If there are things you need to say it. Because somebody might have hold it as an evidence he will use against you. So why can't you say it? A young lady, I have a parable of a young guy, the young little boy that broke his father's lamp, bomb, something like that. And then because of that, all his brothers and sisters are now sending him on errand. If you want to talk, they say, we'll tell your father that you broke this lamp. And this thing keep going on until one day, the young man said, okay, since this thing is happening like this, let me go and tell my father, because I'm almost dying. And he went to the father and told the father and said, I was the one that broke it. He said, if you are the one that break it, what is that? I've replaced it. It's not an issue. The young man became very surprised and said, wow. So this thing I've been keeping since, and my brothers have been used to send me an errand. I've been going different kinds of errand, even the ones I cannot do, so that they will not tell my father. My father has handled it since. Tell that person that want to marry you, that you are in relationship with, tell that person the truth, so that the enemy will be put to shame. Because you don't know the person that knew you before. There was a young man that came And finally, he gave his life to Christ. He's now a believer. But those days, he used to jump from one place and another. Then he has 3 ladies. He pregnanted them. A lot of story went ahead of this. And then finally, he had one child, you know. And finally, when he wanted to marry, he called the lady and sat her down and said, no, you did not meet me a cent. Look at what I have done. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. And 2 of them had an agreement on how to handle it. On their wedding day, few days to their wedding day, that lady that had one baby for him came up with an accusation in order to pull this young man down. But let me tell you gospel truth, the lady knew already. So the lady confronted the lady and said, I knew, I will adopt the child to be my child. The marriage continued because the lady understood that this lady that is marrying this guy has money and want to help the guy. But let me tell you, had it been that the guy did not tell the story before then, it could have been a problem. It could have been an issue. So tell your partner the truth. You may not tell him everything about yourself, but there are visible things that if you don't tell him, somebody might have heard the story. Somebody might have heard the story. And finally, this person will now start sharing the story. And when he'll be asking you, did you know? You say you don't know. Somebody might have tell the story. And that's why I said have a room for conversation before getting married. Have a room for conversation. Let them have a room. Sit down with your partner. Discuss about yourself. Discuss about your past. Tell your partners about your past. There's nothing wrong about it. Anybody that cannot let your past go will also not let what is coming in your present that is not good to go. Yes, that's what I have to say. Because every day can come, every day comes out with different story. Who knows what tomorrow is coming with? Who knows the story is coming with? So you mean that if you make mistake tomorrow, that person will not stand by you. So if anybody that is not ready to hear about your past and let your past go, is not worthy to be in a relationship with you. Can I tell you again, there is another thing that you need to learn while you're in a relationship. I call it intentional love. Intentional love. Did you hear what I said? Intentional love. You see, that time you are trying to toast a lady and the lady is very far and the young man is toasting you and you are doing chakra and you are doing this and you are doing that, there is something called infatuation, mixing with feelings and love. That is not intentional love. That it can fade up. It can fade up. That's why you see different relationship that has broken. You see different marriages that have broken because there is no intentional love. Intentional love. Intentional love is a love that is built on nothing. That is a love that is built on nothing. You have decided that to love this person. That is what sustains every marriage that you see that is standing today. Because there is nobody that is in a relationship today, that is in a marriage today, that will say that my partner is the perfect person. It's not true. There is an error in every marriage. No perfect marriage anywhere. The only way we have perfect marriage is in heaven. No perfect marriage anywhere. But you know one thing where people say, oh, since I meet this family, they have not been, no, they don't quarrel. Oh, there is nothing like that. Oh, really? The reason why is because there is what is called intentional love existing between 2 of them. They have made up their mind to love each other, error or no error, to love each other, mistake or no mistake, to love each other. And that is a genuine love that is good. Once you have intentional love with somebody, that marriage will not break. Reason why we are having broke up in relationship and marriage because those marriages are built on something. So once the person is not meeting up with that thing, once the young man does not have the money again, you start looking for something to put on and then start looking for a way to go out. Or once the lady cannot put on like again, then you start looking for a way in order to mess up and finally it is now broken. So intentional love is a love you love somebody without anything, expecting anything from that person. Now suddenly I want to tell you again is tell your partner your level. Play your level. Don't go and borrow money to please a woman. Don't go and borrow clothes to please your partner. Play your level. Did you hear what I said? Play your level. Don't go and borrow money to please any woman. Because the woman you are borrowing money to please will expect something from you tomorrow. And when he expects you did not do it, he will claim that you don't love her. Don't go and borrow clothes to please your husband. Any man that wants you to look beyond the way he met you should help you go beyond that way by providing for you. But don't also go and relax and feel that a man should be the one to provide for the family. We are in an age where everybody contributes to the success of the family. See you next time and God bless you.